In this breaking story, Donald Trump has been left in a panic. Why? Because Congress just dropped a bombshell on his big, beautiful bill. Now, I get it. It does seem like we've been nonstop talking about the big, beautiful bill, but that's because its final vote is getting closer and closer. It's also garnering more and more backlash, specifically backlash in an unprecedented kind of way. For example, recently, every single House Democrat just stood united on the Capitol steps to protest the big, ugly bill.
We are here today, united as House Democrats, to make clear to the American people that every single House Democrat will stand up for your health care, stand up for your Medicaid, stand up for your Medicare, stand up for the Affordable Care Act, stand up for nutritional assistance for our children, our seniors, and our veterans. Stand up for our hospitals. Stand up for our nursing homes. Stand up for our community-based health centers. And stand up against massive tax breaks for GOP billionaire donors. And that is why every single House Democrat will vote hell no against this one big, ugly bill.
And in another unprecedented act of protest, several different doctors in white coats gathered outside House Speaker Mike Johnson's door to protest the big, ugly bill.
I'm outside Speaker Johnson's office, where right now the House Doctors Caucus has staged a protest.
And these community health care center closes, they have to remember there are people who work in those institutions, and they're generally the largest employers wherever they are located. That will drive down local economies, as well as putting those people who work there off of insurance.
If 20% of rural hospitals are going to close, if you're having an emergency, where are you going to go?
There are two large safety net hospitals in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area who have told me very directly that they may have to close their doors if this bill passes.
If your father is having a heart attack, what are you going to do?
Now we're just undermining everything the ACA has done. It is our job to protect people, not to decimate their bottom line. And the economic impacts of the energy costs, the loss of jobs, the deficit that we're riddling our children with, and the loss of educational opportunities. This is not just about healthcare. This is about our entire economic infrastructure.
Yeah, it's fair to say that Donald Trump absolutely has his work cut out for him. But now things just got even worse, because Congress just dropped a bombshell on Trump's big, beautiful bill, and it's left him in a total panic. Take a look. In a stunning twist, Congress has thrown President Donald Trump's signature One Big Beautiful Bill into jeopardy. Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky, a Republican backed by Elon Musk, declared Wednesday he has secured enough GOP votes to block the bill in its final House vote, a development that could derail Trump's top legislative priority. Massie told reporters he has a block of at least 10 Republican members ready to vote no on the sweeping tax and spending measure, which had already passed the Senate by a razor-thin 51-49 margin earlier this week. Given the House GOP's fragile 218-217 majority, just 4 Republican defections would tank the bill, making Massie's claim of 10 votes a potential death sentence for Trump's agenda. The One Big Beautiful Bill extends Trump's 2017 tax cuts, eliminates taxes on tips and overtime pay, raises the SALT deduction cap to $40,000, and funds $175 billion for border security and mass deportations. But it also slashes $700 billion from Medicaid and SNAP, while adding up to $4 trillion to the deficit, sparking fierce opposition from fiscal conservatives like Massie, who called it a debt bomb ticking. Elon Musk, a former Trump advisor, has thrown his support behind Massie, blasting the bill as utterly insane and promising to fund primary challengers against Republicans who back it. Meanwhile, a procedural House vote on Wednesday signaled growing Republican resistance. 9 GOP members missed the vote entirely, while defections pushed the tally to a deadlock. House Democrats, united in opposition, need only a few Republicans to join them to sink the bill. And with Massey's rebellion gaining traction, Trump's grand legislative victory may be slipping away. The final vote is expected imminently, with the future of the big beautiful bill hanging by a thread. I never thought I would see the day that I'm suddenly agreeing and siding with Elon Musk, yet here we are. Elon Musk, thank you, finally, for taking the correct path. Trump's bill is an absolute disaster, and now it seems to be inching closer and closer to imminent death.